thing in my Jean Markin. What's a Markin now? Then again, you're beginning to hazard a guess somehow. Folks, Madam Markin, what's saying?
Mehoye.
Good.
Now, say.
Mr. Mehoye Pa. Good. Now, yen to me say, a match one hour yet, ne Casaman for any Obusiani na way of spokesperson, right?
Patrying.
Good. Sabri or a police for an exam.
Patrying.
Yes. Now, my tougher crab, but the tougher man, the copy who now so far, Magada could lead this or police for the exam. Now, and your man say, free Muhoban switch say, the general police from the Nakoshim and Yene Cressa. Take us through some of them.
Bet me kind of brofo.
What kind of brofo training now?
Yeah, okay. Me mix it.
Yes.
I was a 15th March.
Yeah.
Me were one of friends say police are channel. And I'm besides.
That's just about a week ago.
Exactly. That was last week Saturday.
Oh, okay.
And I'm besides. Why have I've been in a watch? Then he said because they say I have a hand in Ahmed Suale's murder. Oh, no, me bohu.
Oh, okay.
Now me say okay. Merba, unknown Zikan Merba. Timekwe, we interrogation kakra. I mean, about 1.5 hours to 2 hours. We know so we're detained. No one's in the kushim. Monday, of course, as usual, if you're not ready to process him for court, you expect the grant in the bail. You do her Monday, no, interrogation, as in, we're granting a bill. You drew outside neighborhood curiously, no, about an hour before we came out. Multimedia, article be published. Exactly. Okay. What published article calling the man a fugitive of justice, calling him the key suspect in the murder of Ahmed Suale. I mean, so many things. And I said, what is going on in this country? We are in the process of assisting the police.
Yeah.
Even though you may be a suspect at the time, your job at this time is to assist the police.
Yeah.
So why would this article come out? And why would anybody say that he was a fugitive of the law? Because we all know he's been walking around here. So what is going on here? The following day, what's the presenting? Now, when you more interrogation. Of course, after the article, it went viral. And he said to me, "Oh, Emma, now I'm known as a murderer."
Oh.
And I felt very bad. So we came and presented ourselves to the police the following day. We were in the process of interrogation when we were told that the IGP was calling us. We went, after the brief meeting, we were told that he was being detained and was supposed to be arraigned before court the following day.
I see.
Which was a shock, because it just was strange to me. So that is what has brought us here. We went before the court, and he was remanded.
I see.
Till 1st April.
I see. And today I say 1st April, the Messenger Court judge in India.
Right.
I see. Now, I feel and the question say, wabe documentary be nimni all in the previous, because then the police is also asserting so now or fly in and out, not just no stable. But then again, what we also learning is say, what be documentary be near even together with the police near it. So then what it means he's come to stay here or he's been in town all this while. Can you confirm that?
He lives here. He's always in and out of my office, in and out of his lawyers' offices. He's in and out of everywhere. So we were surprised. How is this man a fugitive? Last year, Poriel speech. He did it with Ghana Pharmacy Council, the FDA, the police themselves.
And then they question McCaffrey, you know.
There be a good park, no. Dorsey Boating.
Oh, okay.
Mitch Brothers, a massive read, you know.
That's right.
Yes, and before that, Fela McCaffrey, she was also apprehended. Before that, I mean, so many things. Licenses for sale.
Yeah.
Tramadol documentary. All these things have been going on.
Tramadol documentary.
You know, there were two.
Yeah.
One was before, was in 2019. I think the other one was the following year. So I was surprised.
Yeah.
I was surprised. And when I listened to
Etua
Yeboah, he said a docket was presented. And he looked at it and realized that there was not enough evidence to proceed. So he said, go and do further investigations. So at which point did this man become a fugitive of justice or a fugitive of the law? At which point did it... and you see, it's baffling. It's baffling.
During the era of MPP, no, what more the Assembly Command Attorney General and so on?
Nobody. I mean, we've never heard. This is the first time we were hearing it from him.
I see. Now, looking at all the issues so far now, Abano, Sir Mosha, do you munya atinkebi essence say either say the former boss or any year is trying to cover up something by way of say or no ma adena beyetis or no modeshi and or share adenechi no teach all of that munya atinkebi. Do you saying something?
Mano, I don't deal with suspicions.
Okay.
But what I can say is that it's the narrative that was given to that multimedia released into the public. It was very similar to the charge sheets. So who was releasing that thing on Monday?
Yeah.
Who wants to push that narrative when nothing like that has happened? You understand? So it's curious. Everybody will be wondering what's happening. This man is here. When did he become a fugitive? Why is the narrative the same between the charge sheet and the article that multimedia released? Then it's a bit worrying. It's a bit worrying.
There's also another information here is here that Ahmed Suale was killed on the 16th of January, right? 2019. At the time, not only Ahmed intended to say before Ahmed be on the 16th. What is it that Namunim said? Not only Ahmed intended to say.
We're fine.
Do you also know, say, Omumi no mu ye jumo friend is saying the Thai guy, and then at a point, no modestia no akwesina or resign if you ho, and Ahmed no so if you then this are feud in the by if you recall.
Well, according to Daniel, what happened was he was not happy with his treatment, and then he left. He left. He was not concerned about anything that happened there. He just wanted to build his life again. Okay. But anything that went wrong in the Tiger Eye, he was always accused of it. Later on, we see in text messages that Ahmed was telling him, "I have resigned." I see. So Ahmed was also saying he was unhappy because he felt unappreciated, and some people will have the guts to talk to him anyhow. Yeah. So the two of them at some points had all left. And he also went further and said if he were to talk, the whole Ghana will shake. That's Ahmed, you know. Yes, and the other one is also accused of releasing information. So to me, I'm looking at information. I see. But it could be information from anywhere. I'm not trying to point fingers at anybody. Yeah. Now, my main kind of deal is in October 2024, Daniel wrote a petition to the Director General CID, which was delivered personally, and he made a second visit to the department. Yes. So now police for what's our record winner. Where then again the police will come back and lay another charge of say murder was the case. Make a correspondence. Because if the person is in your corridors making applications, asking for investigators, how can he be a fugitive of justice? How? And at which point did he become a fugitive of justice? They need to clear out a lot of things. Because if you are saying you took phones for forensic, FBI, it means you are doing a lot of detailed work. So if you are doing detailed work, you cannot come out and say that this man was a fugitive of the law when he's in plain sight for all of us to see. You can see him in the video doing his swaggish moves.
Yeah, this is over confirmation on no or share black now. I see. Good. He's marking some swag there. Good one. Now, as same way bass and the son of family, no, I mean the entire family, ne papa, and then Nebusianfo and all of that. How are they taking it?
Everybody is heartbroken. Everybody is wondering how this happened. Everybody is surprised. Some people are in a rage. They want to do so many things. And I said, let's just calm down and then take things as they come.
We are aware, say, in 2022, the same Amache, also known as Daniel Koranteng, wrote to the vice president at the time about this sale of the counter OTC medicine seller license. Or show the common vice president about this to bring the vice president's attention to this, and he got a response. We are aware of that.
Me aware. Me were copies now.
Okay, would you support the police with all of this? We say, including writing a letter to the second gentleman of the land, and then if he's then somebody responsible for murder, how would such a person take such a move?
To me, I don't think. Well, my impression is that they were not looking for help from us.
Oh, okay.
That is my impression, because it was a narrative. Hey, have you been to Medina? You live in Medina? Do you know the family? It's like a pushing a certain story. Nobody was really asking us, opening up the information for you to even be saying, okay, well, this is like this or this is like this. Maybe you should look like this. I mean, we were ever ready to help with whatever information. And you know what is curious? He was actually talking with I think one officer from the cold case unit in the past.
Yeah.
Giving information, they will ask him questions, he will give answers. So I'm surprised that there's a narrative that he's a fugitive.
I see. So then that brings me to Adewe's Ghana for Enim. Say, in April 2019, Daniel Koranteng released his first documentary, which he had been working on since 2019, concerning the wrongful use of tramadol, which was also being aired on ETV GH, GBC 24, and Sparkle TV. Still in 2019, he was set to release the part 2 of the tramadol documentary. However, then to make a travel to his wife in UK, and then came back where the COVID-19 hit him. Can you confirm this? Or yes, or take his assignment away?
I see. There's evidence all over the internet. Evidence.
And can the police ask for, and then that would again build much for the police? The guy is not a fugitive as they.
The police doesn't need to ask for this. It is in plain sight. All you have to do is just go online, put his name, you see it, everything. So I'm just surprised at this whole thing.
What will be the new thing? Ebusian for no mobile boama lawyer for no. Etimia build up. Then the friends that are coming 1st of April now mobile court on ebetimia convince judge. Say judge, we say. Quite apart from the media putting all the things out, then Ebusian for some more their lawyers.
And I say, we are putting all our efforts together. Some of us are investigating. Some of us are piecing evidence together. Some of us, it's everywhere. Everybody, not just in Ghana, is rallying behind Daniel.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Good. Folks, we've been speaking to Madam Markin, Emma Markin. Now, on we are Kasama for the